Good evening, everybody. It's Randy Hilarski here. Uh, this is going to be our fourth meeting for No Permissions Health. I'm changing up the format a little bit. I was using Meetin, METN, to do those with like a private call type thing. And then I would repost them to YouTube. But you know what? Why not live stream? Well, you could just do a live stream for these. And hopefully, people will come in and see what we're talking about and get interested and taking care of their health, feeling better, and losing weight, clearing things up in their head. There's so many benefits to getting healthy, and I've known this for a long time. So let me say a few things before we get started, just so you guys know who I am. My name is Randy Hilarski. I am an entrepreneur. I've been living in Panama now for 15 years. My wife is Panamanian. My kid's Panamanian. In 2024, October, I had CHF, or congestive heart failure. I almost didn't make it. I think another week or so without seeing a doctor, I probably would have croaked. It was mostly due to my high blood pressure, which I had suffered from for years. I was very naive, even as a nurse. I was a nurse in my prior career. I didn't pay attention to the signals, right? So my blood pressure was quite high, like 160 over 110 would be regular for me. And by October, I knew something was wrong in October 2024. So I went to the doctor, my wife, we went to the doctor and found out that I had heart failure. And I've had a lot of treatment since, done a lot of great things. And now my blood pressure is normalized. Now, there's a lot of things that have happened to normalize my blood pressure. And tonight I'm going to talk about one of those topics, and that is fasting. So I think I took my blood pressure last night. I mean, I take it every night before I go to bed, but I was 108 over 62. Am I a 25-year-old female? Well, let me check. I was blown away. My blood pressure was so low. My pulse rate laying down, was 40. What is going on? And on my fasting days, I do not take blood pressure medication because it drops my blood pressure way too low. So today's a fasting day. I've been fasting now for about 80 hours. I'm 80 hours into a fast, just so you guys know. That was a ridiculous number for me, and it's been like that for the last couple of days. Normally, on a regular eating day, my blood pressure would be like 128 over 70, 128 over 76. My pulse rate normally would be 45 to 50 resting. Now, obviously, it's going to be higher when I'm up and walking around, depending on what position I'm in. If I'm sitting down, blood pressure will be a little bit higher. If I'm laying down, obviously, it's going to be pretty low. But man, oh man, it is thrilling to see. And on top of that, my blood work came back this week. I went yesterday morning, I think it was, or 2 days ago. I woke up early. It was my first day of the fast, so I was only about 12 to 13 hours into my fast. So I said, hey, I'm going to run down to the lab, which is actually right next to my building. That's a 2-minute walk for me. Went downstairs and got my lipid panel done and my HbA1c. That is your 3-month average of what your blood sugar number should be. And I came in at 5.8. Now, I know 5.8 is right on the edge of pre-diabetic, but before I was 6.2. So I had a 0.4 drop, which is fabulous. I'm right on the edge. Just a little bit of a nudge, and I'll be below 5.8. 5.7 is considered the limit of where you want to be. But diabetics, people who are walking around with diabetes, 12, 15, that's their score. An average person will be below 5.7. I think above 4.2 is good. So I had my HbA1c checked, and I attribute a lot of this to my fasting. I've been fasting since September every other day. And sprinkled in there, I've had three-day fasts. And today is my third one, and tomorrow will be 96 hours, so it'll be a 4-day fast. I have to admit that fasting for most people is not easy. I'm just good at it. I could say no to stuff. I could just go cold turkey and say, yeah, I'm not going to do it anymore. And that's what happened here. And I knew that I had to make a drastic change, and I have done that. So my health has changed amazingly. So if you guys are thinking that, oh my God, I'm so overweight, my blood pressure is so high, my blood sugar is so high, I feel lethargic, I can't walk up the stairs without getting winded, I can't play ball with my kids, or those kind of things. You just got to do something about it. I'm not one of those people that's going to tell you to go out and exercise and do go run a marathon or even go run a mile. I'm the guy that's going to tell you do something. Calf raises, for one. Calf raises are amazing. My leg's bouncing right now. My wife's always making fun of me because my legs bounce. Well, that's actually a really good exercise for there's a calf muscle that burns a lot of glucose. And that's one of the things that keeps your insulin resistance under control. And that'll help lower your HbA1c, right? And burn that sugar. Get that sugar out of your muscles. Do something. Go for a walk after you eat. These are all things that you can do. So fasting for me, I think, is now a vital part of my life. Will I always do alternate day fasting? I don't know. We'll see. But I think it's definitely part of my life right now. And it will probably be this way at least until I get to about 190, 195. Now, right now I'm 304. That's a big weight loss. That's considerable. But I know, and I've watched people that have done what I'm doing lose 100 pounds in a year. Now, since September, I'm down 50 pounds. That's crazy. Since September. So I'm on path to do the 100 pounds in a year. And you can do it too. You can see it in my face. The change is dramatic. I was sent a photo today that my friend Sheila, who does the LifeWave patch stuff with us, she messaged me and she goes, "Oh my God, Randy, your face in just the last couple of weeks has changed dramatically." I could see that your swelling is going down and you look less bloated and those kind of things. And I didn't notice it. It took a third party to notice this for me. I thought that was wonderful. Great news to hear. So tonight we're going to go into the good, the bad, and the ugly of fasting. But let's go in and see what you guys are saying here in the chat. This is one thing I love about live streaming is that I get to have a nice conversation with you guys. Started fasting in August. This Funkmaster Hex, he says, started fasting in August of 2025, 215 pounds at the time. I do 18-6. This is called intermittent fasting, guys. I do 18-6 daily, full 24 hours once a week, 48 hours once a month, and a new 72-hour mixed in. That's essentially what I'm doing, right? Except I have a couple more during the week. Currently weigh in at 175 and find it easy to do. There you go. 215 to 175. So he's lost 40 pounds. That's fabulous, Funkmaster. Yeehaw. All right. And Funkmaster, our No Permissions community, if you're not part of it, check us out, patreon.com/no permissions. I'll have that. It's down below if you guys want to check that out. Our health section is $8 a month if you want to help support us and spread the word of what we're doing. Ash Satoshi says, "Hey, mate, how's your blood pressure?" I started out with that. Bro, it feels weird having such low blood pressure. The days I do take my blood pressure meds, I have to be careful. I have not seen my cardiologist in 1 year. And when I go back, this mofo, he might fall out of his chair. He'd be like, "Brah, what are you doing? This is amazing." So I'm really taking it easy with my blood pressure meds. The one medicine that I can't stop taking is my Vimata. Vimata. This one's supposed to do something with my heart muscle and help repair it. So this one I don't stop taking, but the straight up blood pressure medications, I've really cut back on those. Can't do it. Hex Glenn, what's up, brother? He says, "Wow, yeah, it's crazy. Believe in yourself. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well." Yep, yep, yep. Humberto Gonzalez, what's up, brother? Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, beautiful Dominican Republic. You go, boy. All right, nice. If you're coming down to Panama, let me know, man. We'll hang out again. Have a good time. Go to the steakhouse again. Look, that's one thing with my diet is that the days that I'm fasting, I don't eat anything. The next day, I eat whatever I want. Whatever I want. That is the coolest thing about fasting. My wife, she still picks on me. Say I grab a pint of ice cream. She'll look at me like, "Don't you dare!" Like, I eat whatever I want now. So, yeah, just keep on going. I do what I do. you know, but the thing is, though, when you stop eating the sweets, you start losing the taste for it. And for those of you guys who don't know, I was raised in a family of chocolatiers. My family, we were chocolate makers, candy makers. So when I'd be at my dad's house, because my parents divorced when I was 5, on the weekends, my dad, he'd be like, "Okay, go down and get dessert." So what that meant was he'd put a couple scoops of vanilla ice cream in the bowl or chocolate, and then I would just go down to the candy shop. And we had like these big bins of cashews, walnuts, candied peanuts, all kinds of candies that you could, everything you could think of. And I would just put it all on and put the whipped cream on the top. That's the kind of house I grew up in. All right. So if you feel guilty about eating junk food, that shit was in my veins since I was born. All right. I remember my grandma once in a while, she would stop. We lived with my grandma for some time after the divorce. My brother burned our house down. Yeah, Dan, if you're watching, he was 4 at the time, so I'll give him that. But we had to live with my grandma, and my grandma, she used to once in a while would bring me Burger King Whoppers. And do you guys remember? For those of us who are over 40, do you remember when it used to be like 5 for 5 Whoppers for $5? Could you guys believe it? That's when I was a kid. That was the late 70s, early 80s. 5 for 5. That tells you how much inflation has hit. All right, so let's talk about the fasting stuff. All right, so there's different things to fasting. You've got your pre-fast, your fast, then you got your post-fast. Now, the pre-fast and post-fast are usually forgotten about. People say, "Oh, just stop eating." No. There are things you have to do before you fast. And there's even a pre-fast. The pre-fast this is for people that, if you're doing more than 72 hours. The pre-fast is, you got to know why you're fasting. First and foremost, you don't want it to be just for weight loss or getting your insulin resistance under control. You want it for maybe for spiritual reasons. Maybe there's something that you want to focus on. Like right now, you guys can tell, man, I got energy out the wazoo. I am lit right now, and I'm going to bed in like an hour and a half, but I have so much energy at the current moment. So that's a byproduct of fasting. So you have to know what your reason for fasting is going to be. Don't just starve yourself for no reason. You got to have a reason. So for me, it's spiritual stuff. I want to take control of my flesh. That's one of the biggest things of fasting is you. It's like putting the reins on a wild horse. Your body, it wants those sweet things. Your body, it wants that steak. Your body wants to eat, right? If you listen to your body, you're going to get in trouble. And I did. Okay, I listened to my body for years, and it caused me to almost die of heart disease, right? So first and foremost, know why you're doing it. Second, leading into a fast, don't go crazy. Your last meal, go light. Maybe even just like a soup or something, just to tone it down for your stomach. Let your digestive tract calm down before you begin a fast. Because you don't want to go eat a 2,000 calorie meal or like pasta with white sauce and mushrooms and clams or whatever you eat. You don't want a really heavy meal before you start fasting. I find easing into it is best. Now, once you're in the fast, the first day is the hardest. For me, it's the hardest around dinner time. So I usually fast from dinner to dinner. That's the 24 or dinner to the following breakfast or two breakfasts down. So 8 p.m. at night, whole day the next day, then I'll eat around lunchtime the following day. So generally for me, they're about 40 hours. And because I'm not a breakfast guy. And when I do breakfast, it's just eggs and maybe some yogurt. And that's the days that's the things I like to break my fast with. So, or like how I like to break my fast. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling here because this is the first time I've ever talked about this live like I am. So when you break a fast, you also want to be very cognizant of breaking your fast. So the best thing you could do is eat something very, very, very light, and that could be fruits or bone broth. That'll help turn the engine back on and get the digestive tract working. Because there's part of the bad and the uglies is if you go and your first meal after fasting, AJ's here. Hey AJ. What's up, brother? I think your mic is muted.
I haven't been on StreamYard in a while.
You're getting back into it.
Oh no, I just need to change my avatar. Hold on.
That's okay. Queen Pooey. You have to change your background. No worries.
Yes.
So I'll just finish this thought process.
Okay.
So if you were fasting and then the first thing you do is you go and eat a heavy meal, you're going to be running to the bathroom. You're going to be blowing up the joint because your digestive tract is not ready. It just goes right through you. So the best thing to do is bone broth, fruits, do some fiber, like broccoli and things like that. Avocado is a wonderful one. And then your second meal, which could be like 2 hours later, that's when you could hit it harder. Just be very careful of eating too heavy on that first meal. Like for me right now, I'm at 78 hours or so into a fast. When I do go off the fast, I don't know when that's going to be yet. I will take it very easy for the first 12 hours or so. If you need help with that, AJ, it's going to be under media assets, I believe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, media assets. Then it's on background. You have to scroll down a little bit. It'll be under background, and then we'll do the applause. That's where the sounds are now. It's okay. You don't have to change it. I don't mind. All right. So AJ and I, because we're both in the no permissions community, look how skinny this mofo is. I mean, he used to be kind of puffy too. Not like me, not me puffy, but for you were puffier than you are now.
Did you say Puff Daddy? Oh.
But in our community, like Funkmaster Hex, he's fasting. He's been fasting since August. He's lost 45 pounds.
Man, that's awesome.
He does like 1 day a week, 24 hours, once a month, 72. So he's just doing that, which is a pretty light fasting schedule. But dude, 45 pounds. I mean, he's not as big as me, right? I was my weight. But yeah, for you've been doing fasting on and off now for what?
Since June of last year.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've kind of cut back a little bit, and I never was doing it for weight loss. I was doing it more for the stem cells. I literally was trying to get into autophagy and trying to clear out my cells and worried about my heart, my arteries. And that's really the thing that has spurred me into, and I intermittent fast every day. But honestly, I have done since June, I did probably 3-day fasts and one 5-day fast. And that was and I hit like 108 hours on my very first fast. So yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Oh, your very first fast, you did 108 hours. Talk about a sadomasochist, man. You're whipping yourself. Whack.
Well, I think I had a good experience because I was intermittent fasting since June, because when you said that, like you said, I'm going to do a 5-day fast, whoever wants to join me. And I was like, I think I could do 1 day or maybe 2. I didn't know. And then I ended up being the last one standing in that group. And I think it was because I was intermittent fasting that I had no problems. No problems.
Yeah. even I have problems sometimes. Like the last time I did a 72-hour fast, that lasts like 6 hours. The problem is the problem is when you say you're going to do just a 72-hour, then you got that clock ticking in your head,
Yeah.
And right now, the one, I don't know if you notice what I'm doing with mine is I gave myself a weight to hit. So I have to get
Yeah.
299 before I can eat again. So
That is nutso.
yeah, you got to give yourself goals, right? So the other day I was at I hit 310 over the weekend we were just rocking it. I ate Wendy's, I had salty stuff. I didn't fast for 3 days in a row. I don't know why we did, but we did. So I got up to 310 and already I'm back down to 304. So most of that was water retention. And because of the high sodium intake, we went out to eat like 4 times in 3 days. So I paid for that, and now I'm recovering. And 304, I'm guessing by Friday, maybe Saturday, I'll be 299.
Wow.
If I'm not, I'll be really, really surprised. I started out at 370. Oh, Vets is here too.
Nice.
Yeah, we're having a little party.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, I don't think
you guys
there you go.
Done already? I don't know why now.
No, we're not done.
Already now.
No, we're not done.
You're here just in time.
Yeah. So
Hello.
yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you, but you can't hear us.
Weird. Yeah, I can hear you. It's just coming in broken up.
Okay. Yeah, so we were just talking about the fast that we completed this year, and right now I'm in the middle of tomorrow will be 96 hours, and I feel wonderful. I am lit right now. I got so much energy. It's crazy. I'll probably go downstairs and play Fortnite for a few hours.
And you're patching.
Yeah. Oh. So about the fasting, the one thing I want to reiterate is that you have to have a reason. Don't just do it for the sake of doing it. Pick a good reason why you think it's something that'll be valuable for your life. Oh yeah, believe in yourself. Those Parmesan cheese on eggs is great. Absolutely. Ash says, I'm going to need your help. My pressure is 184. He managed to bring it down to 149, but that's still too high, buddy. We got to get you down, Ash. Recommend. What can we do first? Well, the doctor's going to tell you to limit your sodium intake. That's the first thing they're going to tell you to do, right? A quick one that you can do, and I'm a nurse, but I'm not a doctor, is you could take a water pill of some kind. That could be a quick fix until you get the other stuff under control. A really common reason for having high blood pressure, guys, is insulin resistance. And people don't talk about it enough. Doctors freaking don't talk about insulin resistance enough. It causes inflammation in our blood vessels. And when our blood vessels are inflamed, they don't spring they're not as flexible, which causes a rise in our high blood pressure. And you also have things like higher cortisol. Stress causes higher cortisol. Inflammation causes higher cortisol. And those things cause your adrenal glands to go, causing higher blood pressure. So the big one, stress, salt. Make sure for emergency, if your blood pressure ever gets back up to what you were saying, what was that number? 184. Fucking hell. You need to take a water pill immediately. And I would recommend, if ever gets to that point, you need to go see a doctor. AJ will tell you when you get to those points, you definitely have to go see a doctor immediately. Don't just talk to me about it. go see your physician. Because
I even have something to say about that, because I was having pressure for several weeks. I was writing down, and this is back in 22. I was literally I had this feeling in my chest. I didn't even know that it was pressure. I could not even describe what it was that I was feeling, but that something was off. It felt like I was just maybe out of shape or something was going on, but I would walk into a plant into the warehouse, come out to my truck and sit there for 7 minutes going, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
And I was literally writing that down, like how many minutes, what's going on. I don't know this feeling, but it's happening for this long. And when it happened 3 times in one day, that is when I went to the emergency room and they sent me home. They did the EKG, they did the blood test, they did an x-ray, and literally sent me home. And it was a week later, actually it was the next day, that I had a virtual appointment set up with my primary that I had set up 6 months earlier. I didn't even know any of this was going to be happening. Just happened to have him on the phone the next day. He's like, let's send you in for a stress test, which I had passed a few years earlier with flying colors. I went in there. I was on that thing for 1.5 minutes. They pulled me off there and said, dude, we got enough info. But in like 3 days later, I was getting an angiogram and thinking I was going to get a stent. And they're like, dude, you got 90% blocked arteries. So just because you go to the emergency room and they tell you you're okay does not mean that you are.
Oh, we know.
Moral of that story, Jesus.
We know. Yeah. And the other thing is to be careful with the blood pressure meds. They'll just throw a blood pressure med at you. If you start having side effects with one, get off of it immediately and talk to your doctor. Like, look, put me on something else. There's so many different medications you can use today. Like I was taking amlodipine, and that shit caused all kinds of swelling for me. My legs were starting to get that discoloration from the blood vessels breaking underneath the skin. So it would cause, like, if you could tell people that have that dark colored skin on their ankles, that's because they have swelling in their legs, and usually a side effect due to some kind of medication. And now it's gone, bitches. It's gone.
I mean, that is one of the reasons why I would never take any blood pressure medication, because of the way it made me feel.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
They have all kinds of side effects. The one that I was taking after my heart failure was bisoprolol, and that stuff, man, I didn't like it. The side effects, the way it made me feel, and they say right on the, if you go to ChatGPT or any of the AIs, it says you should only be on that medication for 1 year maximum.
I'm taking isosorbide, which is not a blood pressure medication. It's a long-acting nitro, and they don't even give me any blood pressure medication.
Really? So
Yeah.
only when you feel uncomfortable, you would.
No. I take that in the morning pretty much every day, and
Really?
it maintains my
Yeah, I carry it in my wallet just in case.
Nitro.
It's long-acting nitro, the one the one you take. I have it, but I don't take that on a daily basis. I only keep it around.
It seems odd that that's what they would give me to control, but nobody's ever talked to me. And I just went in and did another echo, and everything was great. I mean, they are like, you can't believe my numbers, actually.
Yeah, mine too. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I talked about my labs. This is what I take instead of doing what you do. I take a tadalafil. That is what's it called? It's the boner med, Cialis.
It's a boner med. I have no idea what that is.
So
I mean, the medication.
This is a good one.
Shut up, Bets.
So, when you're having
brother.
when you're having issues with your heart, this is a really good medicine to relax your arteries, similar to the other one that we both have. But this one is, it's cool. I got it. I get this from China for super cheap. So it's a nice one to have. When I told my doctor I was taking that for my blood pressure, he goes, "Oh man, where did you learn that?" I said, ChatGPT. He didn't like that answer.
Wow.
We learned so much from AI. It's an amazing tool.
Hey, I had, I quit everything back 15 years ago, even nicotine. And when all this stuff happened with COVID, I started chewing the nicotine gum. And it was like probably a year ago, I was having some issues again with my heart. And the doctor had told me to quit chewing the nicotine gum.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I asked Grok about nicotine gum and arterial problems. Like,
Constriction.
yeah, it's yeah. So instantly when Grok told me that, I quit chewing the gum.
Yeah, because
But
you
the
got
doctor tell me, I didn't even he didn't even say why. He just said, you need to quit the gum.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, AJ and I are both have heart issues, but very different versions. Mine is CHF, where my heart gets backed up into my lungs, the fluid gets backed up into my lungs. AJ had piping issues,
Yeah.
where his pipes were getting clogged, which could lead to a blockage and a full on heart attack, and that's why he has 3 stents.
Five stents.
5 now. Oh my
Jesus,
God.
yes.
Jeez. All right. So AJ's walking around with 5 stents. That's the most I've ever heard
3
of.
bypasses.
Oh boy.
One that they really screwed up really bad.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Oh my God.
So there we both have heart problems or that we're working with, right? But just a different type. And yeah, they're both fixable. My grandpa, he had like AJ, he had triple bypass when he was 52, and he ended up living to 82.
Oh, that's good. I was 52.
Yeah, he was 52 and lived to 82. He gave up drinking and smoking on the same day and never did it again.
Man, savage.
Yeah,
you were Larski's, I swear.
He was actually a Milliman. He was my mom's side. So he was a 3-pack a day smoker, and he was, he's a roofer. So he'd come home and he'd just pound the beer and smoke cigs. So okay, let's get back. Ash said, I'm not overweight and I'm in my mid-40s. I replaced salt with cayenne pepper. Awesome. And started taking 40 milligram blood pressure tablets. I get heaps exercise, but I think I should stop eating too much. Well, it depends on what you're eating. So what is insulin resistance? Insulin resistance is when your muscles and your body don't react to insulin sufficiently like we did when we were young, right? So the glucose just keeps sitting there in your blood vessels and causing inflammation. It's not supposed to be there, right? Insulin's supposed to take that sugar out, but it stays there. It messes up your liver. It messes up all kinds of systems in your body, leads to inflammation, leads to high blood pressure. So one thing that I do, and Ash, I don't sell this. This is not a business of mine. You can get the link for me though. I'll get like a $10 credit. I take the Unimate. This one's got cayenne in it. And it's got
which she's taking.
Yeah, it's got it's yerba mate. So if you know like Messi, the soccer player from Argentina, he swears by yerba mate. What it does is it helps relax. This one has cayenne in it, so it helps relax your blood vessels. Obviously, you already know that, but it has a chlorogenic acid in it, which helps lower your appetite. And then I wasn't planning on talking about this one, but the balance is the fiber. So before every meal, you should have fiber. What the fiber does is it slows down your digestion and it keeps your body from having an insulin spike. So go on TikTok and look at some of the people. There's lots of videos of people who show insulin spikes due to different foods. So you could type in insulin spike Brussels sprouts, and I'm sure that somebody out there has a glucose monitor on their arm and they record a video of themselves what their glucose spike is when they eat that particular food. And you'll see that a lot of the foods that you think are okay cause a massive glucose spike. Now, if you eat any kind of fiber, psyllium husk or those kind of things, they're going to help too. But this is like a premium one. These cost, I only use maybe 5 or 6 a week because I don't eat big meals. But take the fiber 15 minutes before you eat your food, and you won't have a big insulin spike. And over time, your inflammation is going to go down. Your cholesterol is going to go down. Like I said, I had my labs done this week. Freaking amazing. Oh, AJ, you weren't here for the lab talk. I didn't disclose my numbers yet. So
oh, I did see your TikTok though.
Okay, all right. You saw it.
Very excited, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna break this down in a second. But I was just saying for Ash, those are the things that you could do. TikTok is, I know this sounds so crazy to say. As a nurse, I want to slap myself for saying it. But there's so much great information on there. Follow Dr. Levine. He's he's from New York City. He's a doctor that talks about blood sugar and and your cholesterol and heart disease and blood pressure and all those kind of things. Follow him because he is an MD, right? Now I think his information is very, very good. And just look up every food that you eat and see what kind of insulin spike you get from those foods. The less insulin spike we have, the better. That's the one thing we want to get under control. And then get your HbA1c checked. That's going to tell you if you are pre-diabetic. If you're over 5.7, then you're still considered pre-diabetic. So I'm still considered pre-diabetic. My score is a 5.8. But I'm only 0.1 away from being within normal range. And the next time I get checked in 6 months or whatever, I'll be fine. Now, what else? The lab results. So my triglycerides went from being over to 50 points below what will be considered.
Wow.
They just went right through the floor. Which is amazing. The one that really blew me away, though, was my HDL, the high density lipids. High density lipids. When I was a nurse and I used to teach classes and stuff, I used to tell my students that HDL is your rotor-rooter cholesterol. It's the one that goes through your heart and your arteries and it cleans things out. That's the one, the one that you want. That may be incorrect information. Oh, bye, vets.
Yeah,
he bounced. But that's the one I consider as the rotor-rooter, or just consider it the good cholesterol, right? Well, that one was a 42, and that's the first time in my life where I had a score above 40, and I was like, I was so ecstatic. I was like, this is crazy. The LDL though was still high. I was 150. Now they will say that if you have had any kind of cardiac issue, if you have high blood pressure, if you've had like AJ and I, almost to heart attacks, those type of things, you should have an LDL below 55. That's the new ruling. It just came out today or this week. The new ruling is they want our LDL below 150 or 55 itself. Dude, I'm nowhere near that. I'm at 150. So I still need to get my LDL down. Now, I think fasting is helping with that. I think fasting is helping my blood work a lot. And AJ's blood work, I'm sure he's got fabulous blood work too.
looking pretty good.
Yeah. My mom, she went and got blood work done, I think last month, and hers came back. The doctor had never seen someone her age with blood work like my mom had. You know,
Wow.
my mom grows all of her own food. She
Yeah.
keeps all of her own food. She eats food that are pickled. She pickles almost everything. She eats tons of hot peppers, cayenne, all kinds of things with capsaicin. So my mom, she knows she's a little bit overweight, but my God, she eats good, eats healthy.
I really need her number.
She's really good at that stuff, man. So I'm like, Ma, how are you doing it? But yeah, I was really impressed with my mom's blood work. Everything was just absolutely fabulous for her, and her blood pressure's super low.
I literally just got my blood work done a few days ago, so I'm waiting for. I probably could get the results if I knew how to get into that chart, but I'll get it. And
I was looking for my blood work from a year and a half ago, and I don't know where it is. It's in an email somewhere buried. I can't find it. Believe in Yourself says balance those omega-3s and 6s for arterial health, for sure. So that's your fish oils. That's your. I don't take fish oils. I live in a country that's full of fish. I live in so I eat fish once, twice a week. When I say I eat fish, some days it'll be shrimp and, clams, mussels, those kind of things. But yeah, I love my fish. You guys up northwest as well. Believe in Yourself said that time I thought I was having a heart attack, had a full body x-ray, arteries were wide open. Turned out it was my liver trying to jump out of my body after a 3-week bender.
You're funny.
That's called fatty liver, bro. Your
liver's trying to jump out of my body.
Your liver's like, bro, I can't take it anymore. That's another thing that I don't drink. I don't drink anymore. I'll have one and I'm done. My wife and I like sangria, but yeah,
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
I don't drink
You
at
know
all.
what's funny? In our no permissions community, there's a joke in our community that we're all sober. It's the whole community.
All sober except for vets.
Well, we had our conference in 2025, or wait, yeah, January 2025. We had our conference here in Panama, and it was 80 people here. We had a great time, but on the funny thing was that the beach day, we had around some yachts, or not big yachts, but just nice boats, and we had, I think, like 4 gallons of rum. Not one was opened.
Wow.
we had about 4 Mormons on board, and then we had a bunch of sober people. So nobody drank. And the boat captain and his buddies, they must have been really happy. Like, oh shit, we just got a bunch of booze for free.
Wow.
Because we didn't take it. We left it.
Man,
right?
note to self. That was an error.
That was a pretty expensive error, because I think I paid probably $200-300 for all that booze, and no one drank it. Ash says, thanks so much. I'll hit you up on X for links if that's okay. Yeah, for sure. The next thing I want to talk about, because AJ and I, we're both patchers, right? AJ's the one that got me into doing the patches. I got to tell you what happened today, because this AJ knows the feeling. We woke up this morning, we're going to trade in our truck. Our beautiful Volkswagen Touareg. I'm trading it in.
What?
Hold on. It's my dream truck, but because of the way things are right now, I'd rather have money. So I took the truck to Volkswagen. They're cutting us like a $20,000 check, and we got a brand new Volkswagen Taos. So I got a brand new truck, 20K for trading my truck in. So we're going to use, because you guys, I told you we're trying to buy the penthouse. We want to buy this house, and we needed to get our debt to income ratio lower. So I said, I got lots of equity in the truck. Let's trade in the truck. I had my fun for 3 years in my beautiful truck. I said, you know what? I made the pinnacle of Volkswagen. I don't mind toning it down and paying off our debt. So that's what we're doing, paying off the debt.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Well, yeah. So we went out this morning and went to Volkswagen. And before or after a meeting, we're sitting at a coffee shop, and my shoulder was really bothering me. I was like, this stinks. Maximus and Anna are here. My shoulder was bothering me. Okay, Max. let me finish the meeting, man.
We're live, dude. We're live.
This is a live stream on YouTube right now. So might have some weird people out there. Who knows? Might see this video. So I've got my shoulder on the table, and it was hurting so much that I had to put it down on my side. So I lifted my arm up and I put it down to my side. And anybody who has shoulder pain, they injure themselves. They know exactly what I'm talking about. AJ, right here, dude. So I said to Anna, babe, I forgot my patch today.
I told you, dude.
Because how I injured my shoulder was about 2 weeks ago. I did one of those hangs, when you hang on a bar and you stretch out. I guess I'm still too heavy to do that. So I did something to my shoulder, and I took one of these. When I got home, immediately, I took one of these Aeon patches. I put it right on my shoulder because I don't have the ice ones. I put it right on my shoulder.
Aeon work.
Immediately gone.
Dude.
Oh, I was like, what the hell's in this shit? And you could read it right here. It's just it says general wellness patch, and
that's right.
And the other side it says phototherapy.
Yeah.
And however this guy David, the founder, David Schmidt, however he designed these to interact with our bodies using light therapy, blows my mind. I don't know how this stuff works.
Wait,
But
the light frequency, the light that is emitting from our own bodies reflected back into our body.
yes.
It is alien tech, man. I'm
Yeah. So a non-patcher, my friend Maribel, we all have to have a Filipino in your life. AJ's half Filipino, so I got two Filipinos in my life. So Maribel, I was at the park the other night, and she walks up to me. She's out walking her dog. She's like, Randy, what are these patches? She goes, you keep making videos about these patches, and I'm watching you on Instagram. I don't understand.
Good job.
I said, Maribel, sit down. So we started talking, and then she enlightened me on something. She goes, is it the same as linen? I'm like, holy crap. As a nurse, my brain just exploded. Linen has been known for centuries to be used in medicine because linen has the light frequency bounces back into your body and heals you.
Wow.
So in hospitals, we've always used linen because linen heals you. And it's also phototherapy. And I did not recall it. It took a Filipina
What the hell?
to remind me of the importance of using linen in your bed. You don't want to use anything that's rayon or got nylon in it or anything that's got any kind of petroleum product. Cotton's okay, but
So it's a linen crystalline
linen
lattice in the patch, probably.
Yes, it heals your body. That's what linen does. So if you look up in history, like during the last pandemic, it was 1913, something like that. They would put patients on the roof of the hospitals under the sun, phototherapy, ultraviolet rays in linen.
Wow.
So I'm like, holy crap. So this guy, David Schmidt, knew this, and he just patented centuries old technology. Genius method, genius. And then I take this one during the day as well. I forgot this one too.
I mean, I think there's a little more to it than that, but yeah.
But that's the premise.
Yeah.
He took something. Nothing is ever new in the world.
Yeah.
Ever. It's like he just figured out something that nobody could patent, and he grabbed it.
Oh man, it's so much deeper.
I understand.
Deeper.
And speaking of, it's time for.
I mean, he's taking the Old Testament and the Bible and the Hebrew language and getting the frequencies of the tree of life, dude. It is way deeper than what you're saying.
I know, but I'm keeping it simple for my audience.
Okay.
So Alavita here, this is the one that helps supposedly with sleep, and I use it every night. I gotta tell you what happened with my son. So I'm gonna put it on right now. So I put it on my temple. This is where I wear the Alavita every night. My wife also does the Eon at night.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, there you go. So the Eon is the first one I showed you, the one that helped my shoulder pain. But I use my Eon during the day. My son, I noticed, I took a picture of him today, and I noticed in his picture that he doesn't have the black under his eyes anymore. And I said to my wife, I was like, wait. We've been patching this kid with the Eon at night.
Yeah.
For the last, 10 days or so?
Yeah.
He's not snoring. He's breathing through his nose.
Wow.
And we've been fighting with this for a long time because I was getting nervous that he was going to be one of those kids that's going to have the jaw like this. He's going to have a serious overbite because he was breathing through his mouth.
Yeah.
A mouth breather. We were doing all kinds of things. We were taping his mouth. You do look, as a parent, you want to do the best for your kids.
Yeah.
So, and for $50 a month, that's what it cost me because I buy three months at a time. $50 to patch my kid, and he's no longer snoring. And I don't know, his face looks great. I think the blackness was probably from him not getting good sleep.
Yeah,
quality sleep, and he looks wonderful. This is great. Next, obviously, we're working on him with food. Oh man, I had to threaten him with his life earlier just to eat his vegetables.
chicken nuggies.
he just And he came up to me 3 times, Dad, did I eat enough? I'm like, bro, sit your ass down and eat your food. So it's a constant struggle. And
Oh,
tonight
man.
he made a comment to me as we were coming home. He's like, hey, can we go out to eat tonight? And Anna made the comment too that, we got into a really bad habit of going out to eat. And now that I'm fasting all the time, he made the comment, Dad, I don't like that you fast all the time because now we don't get to go out to eat. I said, how would you feel? How would you feel if you were eating something and I'm sitting in front of you eating some really nice pizza? I feel bad. I said, well, that's your answer. We're not going out to eat because I don't want to be in a restaurant that has amazing scents all around me, and it looks delicious, and I'm sitting here drinking Diet Coke. I mean, it's not for me. So I don't want to do that. But yeah, Believe in Yourself says, I recently added one thing which did drop the blood pressure to a normal level, but still experimenting with it. We'll share when I learn more. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I'm not sure what the patches are doing to me. I just know that Sheila, a friend of AJ's and I today, posted a picture of me from 2 weeks ago and a picture of me today, side by side. Holy crap, what a difference. Pumpiness, huge.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sheila, for calling that out. It's really, really powerful stuff. There's a couple things I do want to go over also for the fasting. You guys should get these. These are ketone strips. You test your pee to see what kind of ketones you have. This is when you know that you've hit ketosis. The best thing about fasting is you get into ketosis and it burns fat. That's why you lose the weight, right? And I have been at 1.5 for 2 days now. 1.5 milligrams per deciliter is the level of ketones in my urine or my blood right now. And that means my body is going into my fat stores and burning the fat stores. And that's really good. And your brain, this little thing up here, loves ketones. It loves operating on ketones. There's plenty of videos on YouTube and TikTok, cartoons actually, that show how your body works when you go into fasting. 12 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. It goes through all of that. And for those of you guys who want stem cells, this is part of the good part of fasting. Free, guys. They don't cost you a penny. Nothing when you fast. So yeah, check it out.
Mind over matter. Mind over matter.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing I recommend is that when you do fast, do take some good healthy salt, Redmond sea salt, Pink's Himalayan. You can mix it up.
Baja Gold.
Baja Gold. Take some, put in your palm, lick it, put in some water, mix it, drink it to keep your electrolytes up. And before you go to bed, take some magnesium. It has to have glycinate. Magnesium. If it doesn't have magnesium glycinate, you're wasting your money. That is the best one for sleep. One other thing that I do is I use a magnesium cream, which is just magnesium citrate. And I put that on my lower legs. And I take some of our homemade DMSO cream that we make. And I take that DMSO cream and I put that over top of the magnesium cream. And what DMSO does, if you guys don't know anything about DMSO, is it pulls stuff through your skin really quick. There's a caveat to that. Be careful. I mean, if you're a woman, don't put DMSO over makeup because it's going to pull all those chemicals through your skin. Stay away. Don't do that. But make sure your skin is clean. Then put the magnesium cream, then the DMSO cream on top of that. We make our own DMSO. We sell it. We sold 5 jars of DMSO today.
Nice.
What? Homemade DMSO. We call it Sobata. Sobata means like natural healing.
Nice.
And that's one of our side businesses. It's only here in Panama. We're just doing it locally. But yeah, I told my wife, we're entrepreneurs. My mom taught me this stuff. The recipe we use is an old Amish recipe. It's hundreds of years old.
Nice.
Works great. So what I'll do before I go to bed is I'll put some on my shoulder because my shoulder has the pain. I'll take off the Eon patch, and overnight that should help with the pain. So yeah, AJ, I mean, you have a shoulder story. You tell that one,
dude. I got so many stories at this point. It's been a month. My whole life dude, my whole life changed a month ago.
I know.
And,
Mine too.
I mean, like we've been talking, especially anyone in our group has the same story. Like we've been talking about stem cells. We've been talking about peptides for 2 years. You've been going and paying ungodly amounts of money that none of us can afford. We've been
60K worth of stem cells.
we've been hoping our crypto is going to hit so we can go get stem cells. And it's not even for anything that I'm dealing with now. It's like long-term longevity, my heart and arteries. That's all I was thinking about. I was not thinking about everything that I've been dealing with and going through, the energy, the sleep. I'm sleeping for the first time since 4 years since my heart surgery. I'm like sleeping 4 and 5 hours. I'm getting REM sleep. I'm dreaming again. I'm not waking up every hour to pee, which I've been doing for 3.5 years.
Your bags are disappearing. You had bags in
Dude,
your eyes for years.
I haven't been able to work over 7 hours in a day since my heart surgery. In fact, my hours just got cut probably 2 weeks before I found the patches, and I had to take a 12-hour shift. I went in on that 12-hour shift at 10 hours. This is my 3rd day on the patch. At 10 hours, I was like, damn, I think I could do another 8 hours. And I did another 12-hour shift the next day. I've done 4 24-hour weekend shifts since. I'm working straight through. What else? I mean, clarity. Like I'm telling people, would you pay like $10 a day to have 110% efficiency throughout your whole day and be like you're in your 20s again? Absolutely is the answer. And it doesn't cost that. It's probably half that. You know what I mean? But my whole life changed. Stem cells, like we were never going to be able to get them. This is like the first time. No, the other day I was in tears on the road driving because I like found out that I'm an empath. Now I've always known that I'm an empath, but I didn't know what to call it. Like I feel people's pain. Like if you're walking in front of me and you're limping, like I want to come over to you and help you. Even like the last 2 years, I had plantar fasciitis in my leg from, being on my gas pedal. And my massage therapist showed me 2 years ago a couple exercises to do. And if you're limping in front of me, literally for the last 2 years, I'm walking over to you and saying, hey, I see you limping. Does it hurt? Can I help you? Let me show you this thing that I learned. That's just me. Like if I see like a homeless person on the street, my soul hurts, right? If I see a raccoon laying on the side of the road, I'm like, oh my God, Rocky, like, how can we just drive by these bodies? If that was a person, we wouldn't just drive. Anyway, I feel people's pain, right? And the other day it hit me so hard, Randy. I was like, man, this is my superpower now. Like I literally have a superpower in feeling people's pain. And now I have a solution for them to go out and help them and give them, you know what I mean? And it's just, I was in tears, really was. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful every day. I'm waking up with more energy than I've ever had since my heart surgery. And everything changed when that moment happened, when that triple bypass happened and they cut me open and all the stuff that they did wrong. That changed everything about me. And I just feel like I'm back for the first time in a long time. And I'm just grateful every single day. So the stem cells, yeah, we need them. And
Yeah.
I was very grateful to run into these patches, man. And it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning.
Yeah. We gotta be careful what we say online about
Yeah, I know.
what these things can cure and stuff. But look, I know that linen was phototherapy.
Yeah.
And we used it for the Egyptians, going back to the Egyptians, they used linen for healing. That's all I need.
Man, that's an
the only
amazing
evidence we
story.
need. So everyone who's into phototherapy wants to learn more, go learn about the history of linen. And that'll convince the hell out of you. I don't know why
I remember you talking about that like within the last 6 months.
Yeah, I knew because I have linen bed sheets.
Yeah.
I use them because as a nurse, I know that linen is healing. Okay. Yeah, you pay a little bit extra for that. They might cost double or triple the cost of a satin sheet, right? But they last forever. They're heavier, so they're not as thin. They're not the garbage crap you buy at Walmart, right? You have to special order them, but a bed set, I think I paid $80 for mine, and we have 2 sets and just swap them out.
I mean, that's still cheap.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't know if it'll be $80 now because we bought ours probably 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, beautiful. And imagine being able to wear linen clothing. You know how refreshing that would be too. Like we buy right now, I'm wearing cotton. Cotton's no problem, but your shirt looks like it's rayon.
It could be.
Yeah. So we want to keep that stuff away from our bodies. Like even our son. When I went home last time to the U.S., I went and bought him a bunch of packs of cotton underwear because I didn't want him wearing rayon or any other polyester blend touching his body. Because nowadays, almost all clothing you see is made. It's no longer 100% cotton blends. Everything's mixed, or 100% cotton. It's blended with something else.
Yeah.
And our bed sheets, the same thing. They know this. I don't want to do the conspiracy theorists too much. They know that a quick way to birth control a woman and a man is to have them wear unnatural fibers on their body. It's birth control. So,
different show.
Yeah, different show. I don't want to go there. But conspiracy. Look, I'm a conspiracy theorist, and I've been doing. Randy, you were right. Randy, you were right. Randy, you were right. Since COVID, I feel like I'm a freaking genius. But yeah,
that's why I created the conspiracy blah 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 chat in our group.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're right about these. So
oh my gosh, dude.
If you guys are interested in these, if you're already in our community, reach out and we'll get you set up as a customer or whatever. The business stuff, don't worry about the business. Be a customer first, and then we can progress if you really like it. But yeah,
most people just want to know if it's real. I mean, you can go down and look at testimonials, X39 testimonials that will just blow your freaking mind. And it's just like I had somebody send me something that was a stem cell doctor talking against David Smith and his X39 and all the patches that he's developed over the last 20 years. And, they don't want you paying for a cheaper, better treatment for stem cells. They need you paying the 85. Like I just watched a doctor that deals with autistic children, and he's literally great interview with him until he gets to the cost. And he's like, I've been working with 600 children, and he's got them almost all to where they're almost normal. And it's only like 3 to 5 treatments, $85,000 to $12,000 a treatment. And I'm like, that is criminal.
It's not. Well, it's not criminal. It's the cost of the mesenchymal stem cells. There's different kinds of stem cells. His son had 5 treatments, and I'll bet you didn't pay for any of them. Who? You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just saying that the mesenchymal stem cells are not cheap. No, I know that. I get it from the best doctor in Mexico. And they take care of me, but it's $60,000 has been the cost. And that's way out of reach for most people. And even it's out of reach for me now too, because what happened to crypto? Yeah. We got wrecked. And then boom, God gives us the patch. Yeah. And then we find these. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I appreciate you coming on, Age. We can do this. We do this every Wednesday night. AJ can come on if he wants. Anybody can come on who wants to talk about medicine stuff. And we'll have special guests coming on to speak about different topics. But yeah, I'm doing this every Wednesday night. I love crypto. Crypto is what got me to the point I'm at, gave me my freedom, gave me a wonderful life. But I want to help people. Yeah. That's an ultimate goal. So I've been helping people financially for over a decade since I got into Bitcoin. Now I want to talk about health. I'm a nurse. I want to go back to my roots. So there's that. I did just find a cardiologist talking about X39. If you guys want it, I put it on our chat. But if anybody wants it, just reach out to me. I'll send it to him. It's an amazing conversation. Beautiful. And you guys can reach out to me on X. AJ's on X too. It's Rip City. It's AJ Rip City Hacks. Yep. Yeah, AJ Rip City Hacks. Or I'm on Instagram. My name is the same everywhere. You could just slide into my DMs and I'll reach out to you. But
Thanks, man.
have a great night, AJ.
Thank you.
All right. I'm not gonna. Do I want to play the? No, I'm not gonna do the outro. Let's make it just chill. Bye, guys.
Later, bro.